Hello, welcome back. This is the daily health reading. This one's for Saturday, August 23rd for Putin's puppet. The White House squatter. Right there. Okay. And also, happy new moon, happy Virgo new moon to everyone. And it's officially even in Virgo at 2:07 a.m. Eastern time. So now today we'll have the whole Eastern Atlantic and beyond. Ooh, okay. So health-wise, when it comes to the Vladdy Daddy, the Emperor card, it's upright, so I can't really say it's, well, he's just not fighting as much, but it still is ruled by Aries. Mars rules Aries, so there's a lot of energy up into his head. We know that he usually gets angry and struggles, and he's always struggling for domination and control. So, but it could be that there's an issue with either his fathering or his father's influence on him that is affecting his health. So I'll just leave that there. Oh my goodness, Lordy. His challenge card is the Nine of Swords, so I have to read it reversed. Those are my rules. This is severe depression. This is being tormented. This is insomnia, most of all. And headaches, possibly even a migraine, possibly hot flashes. And definitely with him, his obsessive compulsive disorder. It's also a card of possibly falling. So maybe he's up early in the morning and he thinks he's getting things done, and he's doing it because that's what his dad enforced into his brain. And you never be, you're just a doer. You're a human doer. And maybe he trips going up the stairs to Air Force One or Marine One. Or maybe he falls on the way down, trips on the way down, maybe he actually face plants. We'll see. First thing in the morning, the devil has his due. He's in bondage, he's in addiction, his reputation is really bad. But of course, he's just always going to gaslight and project everything outwards. But this is needing to take some time off when it comes to reversed, and when it comes to health. But it's also a card of arthritis and old age and chronic numbing out. This is somebody who's really unhappy with their life and just trapped in a vicious circle of his own bad choices. It's a downward spiral with the devil card reversed. Now, and most of all, he's being seen, like his public persona is being his health, the issue with his health is affecting his public persona, and that is one of the things that keeps him up at night too. Oh yeah, and but where's my hair? What happened to my hair? I don't know. When it comes to health and the Queen of Wands, it's usually just rashes or something on your eyes or your face. It could be that. Could be having some trouble that way. I'm trying to stick to health, but if this is a person, the people who assist him, because it is upright, that are fire signs are Christine Nome and Tulsi Gabbard. Yeah, it could be, like the karma he has with her. They both have terrible karma based on what they're doing with border security. So, yeah. Okay. Unless it's Alina Haba. I mean, I don't know. They're probably still friends, right? Because I think she's an Aries, if I remember correctly. So midday, or whatever midday is for him, we've got the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So, oops, helps if you look through the viewfinder here. With these two cards, I'm feeling like the combo here, midday, has to do with, hello, Balders. Hello, meow. You guys are like, who's Balders? Balders is a cat that watches me on TV. Very intently. The pictures I've gotten, I just absolutely love it. So anyway, 5 of Cups. It's upright, but when it comes to health, we're still in that area because it's Mars in Scorpio. So energy moving, and it's the Netherlands, right? The nether regions. So colon, bladder, prostate, and that other part of his body that looks just like his mouth. Probably causing him some troubles, and he's feeling kind of defensive about it. He's having to think of his long-term goals and kind of get around it. This is one of those cards that doesn't have much, when it comes to health aspects. It's this one just has the meaning of whatever's going on, you'll feel better soon. But not with him, because he's got a repetitive, remember all the vicious cycles and the vicious circles that he's in. It just keeps repeating for him. Then in the evening, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon reversed. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles, it rules the tummy. It's Uranus and Virgo, which has to do with the nervous system and the digestion. But because it's upright, it might be and especially, Virgo ruling healthcare, this may be a woman who's assisting him. So the Queen of Pentacles, the earth sign women in his life, I don't think it's Melania, but she's a Taurus. I kind of feel like it's more like Susie Wiles, or probably more like Caroline Levitt, because she's the most helpful. I don't know that. I think Susie Wiles is probably pretty pissed at him all the time, unless there's something going on and he's talking to Ghislaine Maxwell somehow. Maybe she gets a burner phone slipped to her, and there's that. That's very possible. With the Moon reversed, this is someone who's paranoid. This is somebody who's depressed and insane and should be consciously going through the dark night of the soul, but he won't, so he'll just numb out with drugs is what he does, remember? Okay. Oh. Later in the evening, middle of the night, maybe he is going to be doing some traveling. But anyway, let's stick with the health meaning. So 6 of Swords, when it comes through upright, there is some relief. There's some peace coming in. But it could have to do with some alternative medicine because it's Mercury in Aquarius. So that's interesting. And then with the Ace of Swords, this is a little bit of a breakthrough and maybe some focus. So maybe he gets some relief throughout the day, but he's still addicted to so many different drugs, and he's self-medicating, and he's insane and has paranoid delusions. So, but I don't know. Maybe he just gets some peaceful sleep at night. That one night. Because he's, could be drugged out. Let's see what's at the bottom. So for the foundation of the day, we have the death card reversed. So that's kind of stuck. Yeah. Now, but these two cards together, if I were reading just the death card and the devil card reversed, this could be, like if this one were upright, if the death card were upright, combo with the devil, it's like a death of your own making, I mean, that's going to be what it is for him when it happens, right? But we never read the death card alone as, predicting anything like that. So, and I don't have the Ten of Swords, or even the Eight of Swords, or even the Four of Swords with it. But when it happens, it is going to be, because of his own choices. It's terrible. I mean, you can't eat Mickey D's every day, your whole life, and then ice cream at night every night. You know what I mean? You just can't. And then the drugs, the uppers and the downers. I mean, what? And Diet Coke? Oh my God. It's like a recipe for disaster. It's amazing he's still, able to get around. I think had the kind of constitution that could live to be 100 if he had taken care of himself. But no. So, okay. Yeah. Also, with the death card reversed, when we're looking at just the health, this is resistance to change. This is somebody who can't move on because they're stuck in their control issues. It could also be getting bit. This is a card that came through when he had the midges that swarmed him in Scotland. But this is also a survival card. When it's reversed, a person is in survival issues. So it could be, a bug bite or a snake bite or anything being outside. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is an outdoor card as well. Yeah, it's not reversed, so I can't really say too much about it other than it just, with Saturn and Taurus. Again, we're talking the neck and ears and lower jaw. But this is a card of return on investment, results and rewards. And he's being rewarded for his, all his bad choices with food and taking the way he takes care of himself, food and drugs and lifestyle, and the hatred that he's always in. He's got to be projecting a tremendous amount of unconscious self-hatred is what's really going on. So anyway, but being stuck in that, I think he's poisoning himself. I think he's just biting his own. He's a mess. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything other than these cards for today. So we'll move on. Okay, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. And always take good care. Bye.